Good morning everyone. So today we are starting chapter 8 of class 10th, that is how do organisms reproduce. So first of all we have to know the meaning of reproduction. Re means again, production means to produce. So it is the process by which living organisms produces new individuals similar to themselves. So in reproduction the offsprings are exactly similar to the parents, means cow gives birth to only cow and dog gives birth to dog only. So reproduction ensures the continuity of life on earth, means if reproduction doesn't occur in a species, the species will extinct over a certain period of time. So it ensures the continuity of life on earth of a particular species. It involves continuation of character from parents to daughter cells, means in reproduction the characters are passed on from their parents to their daughter cells, or you can say offsprings, by copying of DNA. DNA is deoxyribose nucleic acid molecules that are present in the chromosome of cell. As you know that during the cell division, one cell divides and forms two new cells. Similar in this case, in reproduction, DNA of the cell is copied into the chromosome of the cell of daughter cell, or you can say offsprings. But copying of DNA is not a foolproof exercise. Every minute change bring about variation in the blueprint of offsprings. Actually, what is the meaning here? That DNA is not a foolproof exercise, means DNA always doesn't copy as it is, means हमेशा वो as it is copy नहीं होता. During the reproduction there may be some variations. That's why the offsprings are not exactly similar to their parents. There are some variations. So these variations are due to the changes in the DNA. The useful variations are retained while the harmful one doesn't go beyond. If the variations are useful there, so then they are retained for further generations, while the harmful one doesn't go beyond. Actually, variations help the species to withstand drastic environmental changes, thus save the species from becoming extinct and promotes its survival for a longer time. Actually, variation is a very necessary process. If variation doesn't takes place, we can't adapt to the environment. So for the adaptation, or you can say for survival for a longer time, variations are very necessary for the particular species. This inbuilt tendency of variation is the fuel for evolution, means if variation doesn't takes place, then evolution also will not takes place. So we can say that variations are the fuel for evolution. Okay, so now a question arises, is reproduction a life process? You can say that, is reproduction a life process? No, it is not a life process. For example, we had studied in the chapter life processes that nutrition, respiration, circulation and excretion, these are the important life processes that are taking place in the living organism, and these are important. Without these processes a person cannot remain alive. Okay, but reproduction is not a life process, it is very necessary process. I can say that, we can say that it is a necessary process but not life process, because a person which cannot reproduce can also be alive. कोई भी person जो reproduce नहीं कर सकता वो भी तो alive है, क्या वो मर जाएगा? No. Means reproduction ज़रूरी है for the continuity of species on the earth, but if a person can't reproduce then also it can be alive. So we can't say that reproduction is a life process. Okay, now reproduction is further of two types, asexual reproduction and sexual reproduction. What is the difference in between the two? In asexual reproduction a single parent is involved, but in sexual reproduction both parents are involved. Both parents included male and female parents. In asexual reproduction gametes are not formed, only the parent cell divides into two cells, but in the sexual reproduction gametes are formed. In asexual reproduction, progeny is identical to the parent, means the offsprings which are produced are identical to their parent. There is no difference. But in sexual reproduction, progeny is only genetically similar to the parent. Means we are similar to our parents, but we are not identical. Means we can recognize the parent and the offsprings differently. An example in asexual reproduction is fission in amoeba, and in sexual reproduction in higher plants and animal sexual reproduction takes place. So asexual reproduction is extremely useful as a mean of rapid multiplication. Means it is a type of reproduction in which rapid multiplication of an organisms takes place. So it is common in lower plants and animals. So today we have to study about the different forms of asexual reproduction. First of all, we have to study about fission. What is the meaning of fission? To break. So in this case, the parent cell divides or splits into two daughter cell. If it divides into two daughter cell, then it is known as binary fission, and if it splits into many cells, then it is known as multiple fission. Means fission is of two type. That is, first is binary fission and second is the multiple fission. Let us see about the difference between the two, binary fission and multiple fission. In binary fission, the parent organism split into two daughter nuclei followed by division of cytoplasm, thus resulting into two identical individuals. What happens? Let us see here. In this case, this is the cell and this is the nucleus. So first of all, the nucleus of the parent organism divides into two. You can see in this diagram that here are two nucleus, and after that what happens, the cytoplasm of the two cells divide, and there is the formation of two cells. So it is the binary fission. Multiple fission is the simultaneous division of the parent body into many daughter individuals. Means in multiple fission, from one parent many daughter cells are formed. You can see in this diagram, multiple fission takes place in Plasmodium vivax. It is the malarial parasite which cause malaria in an organism. So you can see here, this is the single cell parent cell, and many daughter cells are produced in the inside the cell, and after that these daughter cells are released into the environment. So this is multiple fission. Binary fission occurs during only favorable conditions. Means when the conditions are favorable, when the conditions are good for the organism, then only binary fission takes place. But multiple fission takes place during unfavorable condition. Means when the conditions are not favorable, not good for the organisms. So in binary fission, nuclear divides only once during this form of reproduction, because only two cells have to be formed. So only one time the nucleus is divide here. But in multiple fission, nucleus divides rapidly to form large number of nuclei. And now the main point is that protective covering is not formed around an organism. Here no protective covering is formed, but in case of multiple fission, a protective covering called cyst is formed around the organism during multiple fission. We will see here. Now the examples are amoeba and paramecium. In amoeba and paramecium, binary fission takes place, while in Plasmodium multiple fission takes place. Now what is a cyst? Let us see here. This is the cell, and you can see here that an extra layer is formed here. This is known as cyst. This is a protective wall. This is formed only when the conditions are not favorable. So during that time, the internal cell, the cell of the organism, divides and forms many daughter nuclei. When favorable conditions arise, then the cyst wall is break and new daughter cells are released into the environment. So this is multiple fission is in Plasmodium. Our next form of asexual reproduction is budding. Budding is actually a type of asexual reproduction in which a new organism develops from an outgrowth, or you can say bud, due to cell division at one particular site. The small bulb-like projection coming out from the yeast cell is called a bud. Since the reproduction is asexual, this is asexual reproduction, the newly created organism is a clone. Clone means which is exactly similar to the parent, and accepting mutations is genetically identical to the parent organism. So here, accepting, what is the meaning of these key? If mutations doesn't occur, then the organisms are exactly genetically, morphologically exactly similar to the parent. But in some cases, if a mutations takes place, means some changes in the DNA takes place, then only we can say that there are some changes takes place, but it takes place very rare in asexual reproduction. Organisms such as Hydra use regenerative cells for reproduction in the process of budding. Let us see in this diagram. In Hydra, a bud develops as an outgrowth due to repeated cell division at one specific site. This is Hydra, you can say. So here a bud grows due to the repeated cell division, means when the cell division takes place many a times at a particular place, then bud grows here. These buds develop into teeny individuals and when fully matured detach from the parent body. You can see here now the organism develops here, and when it develops completely, then it detaches from the parent body and become new individual. So this is reproduction in Hydra. And now this is reproduction in yeast. Reproduction in yeast, you can see here that this is the body of yeast, cell of yeast, you can say. Here the nucleus divides into two. Now the cytoplasm of the organism also divides, and two cells are formed from the single cell. This is not the uh, fission, because in this case, first of all, a bud is formed here. This bud is responsible for the reproduction, but in fission, simply the organism divides into two organism. So this is about fission and budding. In the next video we will discuss about the other few forms of asexual reproduction. Thank you.